Okay, so I'm going to start off my day in the evening because nothing really happened in the morning. So it was my brother's 4th birthday, and he wanted to go to the monster truck rally at the Anaheim Angel Stadium. And so that's what I did. And so I got ready, I picked up my boyfriend, and I headed to my dad's house in Corona. So we met up there, and we headed to Anaheim. I drove my own car because I had to drop off my boyfriend and go home. I had to be home by 11. So I was like, that's fine. It ended about 9:30. And so heading over to Anaheim was a pretty long drive, a little bit of traffic. We went to a pizza place. It was okay. It wasn't the best. And the parking structure was right across the way from the Anaheim Stadium, so we could walk there. So we watched them. We got to see the monster trucks race and do tricks and crash and crush cars and stuff. And so we were heading back, and it was late. I was tired, but, I got home early, or I got home to my boyfriend's house early. So I thought, maybe I'll just hang out for a little bit. My mom's sleeping. She's not going to know I came home late. And so I did. And at about 12 o'clock, I went home. And I'm driving down the 71, heading towards the 91. And I come up to the on-ramp, and there's a car. And I see it, and it's going to turn left, right down the 71, because there's a break in the center divider. So I'm coming down, and I see it, and it's starting to inch its way a little closer out in my lane. And I get a little bit closer, and it comes out a little bit more. And I get a little bit more closer, and it comes out a little bit more. And I'm literally, maybe 20 feet away, and it lets go of the brakes. And I swerve out of the way, but it still hits me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? So I pull over to the side of the road. And I'm sitting there, and in my rearview mirror, I could see the taillights of the car drive away. And I'm like, holy crap. My first accident, and it's a hit and run. So I'm thinking, man, what do I do? So the first person I call up is my boyfriend. Not remembering that he didn't have a car. His parents are sleeping, and I'm thinking, shit. So I call up my mom. She doesn't answer the phone the first time because she's sleeping. So I leave a message, and it's me screaming on the phone, Mom, I just got in a car accident. I don't know what to do. They left. And so she calls me back about 5 minutes later. And she's screaming at me, telling me, is it bad? Did you get hurt? Did you get out of the car? Don't take off your seatbelt. Stay in the car and call the police. So that's what I did. And I called them, and this lady had the hardest time finding out exactly where it was on the 71. So I'm thinking, this is going to take forever. They're not going to be here, and something's going to happen. So she finally tells me people are on their way. So I'm waiting there, and I'm waiting there. It's been about 15 minutes, and they come. And they pull up, and they come and they walk to the side of my car. Are you okay? Did anything happen? I was like, well, I got hit. And so they checked the side of my car, and they said, it's just a scrape. I'm thinking, okay, that's not what it was to me. I'm sitting here nervous, shaking, crying, bawling my eyes out, and they tell me you're okay. So my car's pretty busted up, and my gear shift was broken, right? The little button that pushes it to put it in gear had come off. The screws had come off, so it came off. So I was using a pencil to put it in gear. So he gets in my car, right? This rookie cop, both of them, rude as hell, and he goes, look, I'm like fucking MacGyver. And I was like, seriously? Really? So they drive me to a gas station, and they leave me there while my grandma comes to pick me up. So I'm there for 15 minutes waiting, and I'm thinking, you guys should have been here to see if I was okay, to see if anything happened to me. Nothing. They left. So my grandma comes, and she picks me up, and I go back to her house, and I go to bed. I'm like, this is the end of my day. I'm ready to go to bed. So the next morning, my mom comes, and she's talking to me, and I'm like, well, if I'm okay, then maybe I should be able to go out. She goes, no, you're in trouble because you were out past curfew. You're not going anywhere for the rest of the week. And I'm thinking, that's the last thing I wanted to hear. Instead of, are you okay? You're in trouble instead. And that's it.